Well, hey there, everybody. How are you doing? Now, I have a really tough question for you, but I really want you to think about it. Now, don't yell out your answer, but I really want you to think about it. Let it kind of swirl around in your head for a minute. Okay, here's the question. Are you ready? There is something that we do here at school every day. Do you know what that is? Every day we do something. What am I talking about? Now, don't yell out your answer. I see a hand. Oh, yeah, that's right. We, eat our lunch together. Yeah, that's right. We go to music. We bring in our homework. All of those things we do every day. But that's not what I'm talking about. Wait a minute. I think I see somebody out there. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We say the Pledge of Allegiance. That's right. We say the pledge every day. Now, as you know, we come to school 180 days a year. So in kindergarten, you say the pledge 180 times, and then you do it again in first grade. That's another 180. So what? That's 360. And then second grade, that's another 180, 540, and then forget it. I can't count that high. But the point is, we say that every day. Now, if we look up the word pledge in the dictionary, it's going to say something to the effect of making a promise. So every day when you say the pledge, you are making a promise. Now, don't you know how important it is to keep a promise? Well, since we all know how important it is to keep a promise, I was talking to my students and I asked them, I said, hey, you know what? When you say the pledge, you're making a promise, right? Well, I wanted to find out, do you know what it is you're actually promising? So I asked them, I said, maybe you can write down the pledge, and as I read it, I can see if you understand exactly what the words mean or not. And so here are a couple of things. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the nice statics of the Amarak, into the Repub, wish stand one Asian under good, and a visball liberty. Oh my goodness, I don't know what that is. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United Status of America and to witches. Witches? Anyway, the point is some of us think we might know what we're saying, but since we're making a promise, we need to know exactly what we're promising. Okay, so maybe we don't fully understand what it is. So let's take a minute to figure out exactly what it means. Let's start with the word pledge. To pledge means you are making a promise to someone. And allegiance means that you're going to be faithful and true. Just be a good friend. So I pledge allegiance means that you are promising to be a good friend to the flag of the United States of America. That refers to that beautiful piece of cloth that has 50 stars, 7 red stripes, 6 white stripes, and that represents our nation, the United States. And to the republic. The United States of America is a republic. That means the power belongs to the citizens. We elect people to represent us, for which it stands. The it we're talking about is our flag. Now, a flag is a piece of cloth, but it represents much more than that. It represents us, the United States of America. One nation. That's right, we have 50 states, but we are one nation. Under God. Now, under God wasn't in the original pledge. It was added into the pledge by Congress in the 1950s as a reminder that our founders believed in God. Indivisible. That means we cannot be divided or split up. At one time, our nation fought against each other. That was the Civil War. But we have vowed never, we're promising never to be divided again. We're going to stay one nation, indivisible, with liberty. Now, liberty is freedom. That means that we are free to do whatever we want. We can be great or we can be not so great. As long as we don't infringe on other people's freedom, we have liberty to be and do whatever we want to do. Justice is the way we're treated under the law. And when we say justice for all, that means all of us are treated the same. It doesn't matter what religion you are, what race, how old you are, whether you're male or female. Justice for all means that we are all protected by our Constitution that says we are all going to have the same application of the law to each one of us. Well, now that we understand the Pledge of Allegiance, I hope that pledge, that promise, is even more important to each one of us.
A pledge is a promise, remember that. 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 Every day we say the pledge, but some don't even know what they're saying.